If you want to stay profitable as a trader, the most important thing is being able to stay consistent with whatever thing you are doing. But then it's very difficult to find consistency, mostly as a beginner who is getting started. Just as me also find it hard to get consistency years back when I got started with trading. So if you're a beginner out there who is also watching this video, I advise to watch this video to the very end, because I'm going to share with you 5 simple things that can actually help you stay consistent as a trader. Because in order for you to become profitable, you need to be consistent first. So with this already said, and without taking much of your time, if this is your first time here, kindly help me do the YouTube business by smashing on that subscribe button, like this video, and also tell me what you feel down in the comment section. So let's get straight into today's video. Let me share with you these 5 simple things that can actually help you stay consistent as a trader. So let's get straight into it. Now, when it comes to staying consistent as a trader, the first thing you actually need is that you need to have a clear and simple strategy. Now, what I mean by clear and simple strategy is that these are simply rules that govern how you take your trade and how you get to close your trade and all of that. Because this is one thing a lot of beginners struggle with when it comes to trading. It's not that they cannot trade every day or be consistent. The problem is that you don't have a clear and simple strategy that helps you stay in the game for a long period of time. And if you really want to be profitable, I would advise you to learn a strategy that actually have a clear and straightforward rule actually governing it, so that you don't get to take every random trade you see in the market. Because in order for you to stay consistent, first of all, you need to be able to make profits at least more than the losses you record as a trader. Because if you record more losses than profit, that simply means that you cannot stay consistent, because you're actually going to blow your account one day nearer, or maybe a few days on, you're actually going to blow your account. So the first step when it comes to becoming consistent as a trader is that learn a strategy. And when learning the strategy, make sure the strategy isn't complicated. Let it be something simple and straightforward that is very easy for you to understand, because it will help make it easy for you to be able to execute trade when it's necessary. Now, as learning the strategy, one problem is that it's not always because strategies are complicated, but simply because you, the beginner, is not following the strategy rule. So when you learn a strategy, my first advice for you is that get to know the rules governing that strategy, and make sure that only take trades that plays according to that rule. When all the rules governing your strategy doesn't play out, you don't get to take trades. And if you're in my Telegram community, you will know that I do this often. Even when I live stream on here on YouTube, I always make it very known that even after doing a setup, if the market doesn't play according to the rules that governs that setup, I'm actually not going to take the trade. And this is very important, because that is the only way to prevent you from taking unnecessary losses. So now that is the first point here. Simply have a clear and simple strategy that has plans around it that will help you stay consistently profitable. So that is the first tip. Let's move on to the second point. The point number 2 is simply keep a journal. Now, what I mean by a journal is that simply have a place whereby you get to record every single trade you take and every single thing you do to actually help keep your trading on the line. Because if you don't have a journal where you actually record your trade, and you don't have any record of your trade, you won't be able to know what you are doing wrong and what you are doing right. And when you don't know what exactly you are doing wrong or right, it simply means that you are just lost in the middle of an ocean and you don't know where to go next. So with this, there's no way you are definitely going to stay consistent, because you don't know what you should fix and what you should maintain. So in order for you to be able to stay consistent as a trader, you actually need to get a journal that records every single thing you do. Now, in case you are wondering how you can get to journal your trade and all of that, I already made a video of it that I'll be tagging this video under this video as well, so you do have to check it out. I'll be tagging that video that will take you through a step-by-step guide on how you can actually get to journal your trade, because this is very important. If you are unable to journal your trade, that simply means that you won't be able to fix any problem that you are facing. Even every single live stream we do here, I do journal them. Why? Because I want to know where I'm making a mistake in my strategy and where I'm not making a mistake, in order to actually help me make my strategy better. And apart from identifying the mistakes alone, it helps me stay motivated and see the progress that I'm actually making in the system. Because when I see that I'm making progress, it will also keep me more motivated to actually go into the market every single day. It's not always about the figure showing in your account. It's actually about the record you see every single day of your analytics, or every single day that you take a trade and see your trade play out or go wrong, and knowing why it went wrong or right. This will actually help you build up yourself more, get your psychology up together to actually help you stay consistent. Now, that's the second rule over there. Simply get to build a trade journal that actually document every single thing you do in order to help your trade better. So that's the second tip on our list. The third point here, when it comes to actually staying consistent as a trader, is simply control your risk. Now, what I mean by controlling your risk is that this is not about lower your lot size or all of that. No, it's simply giving yourself a specific amount that you want to risk per trade and what you are targeting per trade. Now, you need to keep this particular value of risk consistent in your trading in order to actually help keep you profitable in the market. Because if you are not profitable for the long run, it simply means that what you cannot be consistent. And your main goal of trying to be consistent as a trader is being able to what? To stay profitable. Now, without being able to control your risk, none of this will become a reality simply because what? You are over leveraging. And this is one thing I see a lot of beginners do in the market a lot. Even me myself, I'll be honest with you, I did it at a certain point because our main goal of coming into trading was thinking that what we just want to come into the market, deposit some money, and then make our profit and leave the market. But in reality, that's not actually the truth. The main thing when it comes to trading is being able to build yourself around a new part of the world. Like trading is something on its own. So when you come over to trading here, don't block your mind with the idea of becoming more profitable in a short period of time. No, you have to control your risks, lower what you are risking in order to maintain your capital. Because if you have capital, you will still be able to regain whatsoever losses that you've made. But then if you are among those who risk the whole of your account in a single trade, then the chances of you being a trader is none. So if you really want to be a consistent trader, the first thing I advise you to do is learn to control your risks. This is the third point, but this is the number one thing that you need to even do. If you are unable to control your risks, then there's nothing for you in the trading industry. So when it comes to controlling your risks, this could be either lowering your lot size or simply lowering the number of pips you use as stop loss for some trade that don't worth it, and also stop taking trades that don't actually worth your time. So that is it about the point number 3. Let's move to the 2 last points in the video. But before that, do it to smash that subscribe button as well. Now, the point number 4 when it comes to being consistent as a trader is being patient. Now, what I mean by being patient is that when you have a trade set up, you have to patiently wait for the market to come to your entry before you take the trade. And this one thing I say a lot of you beginners also suffer with. Now, this time around, I'm not going to include myself, but this one thing a lot of you beginners suffer with a lot when it comes to trading. You all just do your setup, and then even when the market is not at your main entry point, you rush into the market, and then whereby you get to use a bigger stop loss position, which was not really necessary, and then get to expose yourself to more risks just because you are afraid that you are going to miss out on that opportunity, and this will lead you to take a lot of unnecessary trade, and you end up blaming the strategy you are trading. Now, the truth is that most of the times you guys get to learn profitable strategies, but your inability to be patient for your strategy to play out is the reason why you are not consistent as a trader. So if you are a trader out there or a newbie who also have a strategy and you realize that your main problem is lack of patience, then you need to work on it. That's why I see that at times I'll do a full setup live on YouTube here, and maybe from on Tuesday to Thursday when I did the setup, nothing will play out, and then eventually on Friday one of them will play out, and then I get to take it. Now what I'm doing is that I'm leaving every single trade that don't worth my time and taking the ones that actually worth it. Now when you take trade that worth it, that's where you get to stay consistently profitable. Because when you take trade that don't worth it, how are you going to be consistently profitable? Because you keep taking every single random thing out there. And one thing I love about trading is that once you start taking random trade, it will keep giving you random opportunity, and will keep recording more losses in your account and recording tiny profits. And that's one thing I really love about trading, is that when you want to go against your trading rules, it will actually help you go against them in a peaceful manner until the day you realize that you've blown your whole account. So that's simply the point number 4 I have here when it comes to being consistent as a trader. Is simply learn to be patient. Patiently wait for your setup. Patiently wait for your trading goals to play out themselves. Don't rush anything in trading. Take every single thing step by step until you get to that particular level. So that's it about the point number 4. Now let's move to the point number 5 in this video. So the point number 5, in order to actually help you stay profitable over time, is simply take a break when it's necessary. Now what I mean by take a break is that this doesn't mean you should stop trading for a long period of time. No, I usually take break, but I take my break maybe 1 week or 3 days or something of such. So you don't have to trade always if you really want to stay profitable and consistent. Like when you take a look at every profitable trader out there, follow their lifestyle vlogs and everything, you realize that they don't actually trade always. They trade once in a while, and the reason for this is that when you take a break, it helps you reflect on the mistakes that you've made. It gives you time to actually go through all your whole trade and then get to find out what you did wrong, get to help you see your progress level and all of that. Now, a lot of you beginners, when you get started with trading, you actually don't have any plan of taking break. You want to trade from Monday to Friday. Some of you even go ahead by trading during the weekend, trading other markets outside the forex market. Maybe you are a forex trader, but because you see some profit from the forex market, you go into the crypto market because the crypto runs throughout the weekend. Now, when it comes to being consistent as a trader, we are not really talking about taking trade every single day. Even me myself, I can go a whole week and take only one trade because I'm more focused on the higher probability trades than any other random trade. And I can go some week and I get to take more trade. Now, when we talk about consistency is being able to maintain a consistent profit ratio and not actually trading every single day. So if you want to be a consistent trader, I would advise you learn to take break. Like for me personally, if you've been following me, you know that what I often skip the first week of every month. The first week of every month, I normally don't like trading during those days. So I use it as a day to actually go and reflect on my previous month's record and then look at how I'm going to set this new month and all of that. That's simply what I do. I normally take that first week of every month off trading because when I started trading at first, the first week normally doesn't favor me. So it was an opportunity for me to use it as a break to always reflect on my past month's record, and then so it became a tradition in my trading journey. So in most times, if you be following my YouTube channel, you see that the first week of every month, I normally don't do live stream in most times. That's simply because I'm taking it as a break. The only times you see me taking trading on the first week of month is simply because probably I did not trade, maybe the last week of the previous month I did not trade. Then I'll come and look into the setup I did in that particular week to see if there's anyone that played that during the first week of this month. If not, I'll just let the whole week skip and then I'll continue from the other one. That's why those of you in my Telegram channel, you see I don't drop signals often. But when I drop signals, they are signals that are actually worth it. So this already said, hope you find this video helpful. Kindly help me do the YouTube business by smashing on that subscribe button. And you can also join my Telegram channel. The link will be down in this video description. So this already said, have a lovely day. Bye.